My loves, in this pick a card reading, we're going to look at your person's feelings for you and what's going on beneath the surface of this connection, because something here feels different now. And for many of you, you've already been sensing that shift, even if you can't fully explain it. There's a change in their energy or behavior that isn't being clearly expressed, and that's what we're going to get into today. Welcome, I am Dr. V. It is wonderful to have you here with me. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Big virtual hug to all of you, as well as to the new subscribers and everyone who's been part of this family. As always, I have 3 groups for you and many ways for you to choose. You can choose from number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate. Today, we have what I call pick a fairy reading, because these are all fairies. Each of them has a special message for you. So I will be showing you each fairy. We will be reading the message on each of the cards. I'll also be showing you the crystal that goes with each of the groups and the fairies. And then we will be assigning zodiac signs to each group as well. So some people like to choose their zodiac sign and their person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. So be gentle with yourself. Just follow your intuition and let's see what comes through. So for group number 1, we have look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So she is the fairy of books, and this is the crystal with her. Group number 2, manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper, manifestation step 1. So she's the fairy of manifestation, and this is the crystal that goes with her. Group number 3, precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So this is the fairy of time, and this is the crystal that goes with her. Let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. For group number 1, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, and Virgo. For group number 2, we have Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Leo. And for group number 3, we have Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. So go ahead and pick your group, and we will get started right here with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose this fairy, the book fairy, as well as this crystal right here. Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's see. What are their feelings for you? And what is it that may be different at this time? We're going to start with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end. because we will also be getting guidance from Spirit for you for today. Attachment. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Thinker. Oh, very interesting. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm getting this very clearly for you, group 1. Your person is somebody who is in their head a lot. Okay. They are definitely a thinker. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, okay? But they do process a lot, okay? They do process a lot of thought and emotion in their head. And unfortunately, sometimes those thoughts and that process does not become communication, okay? So you might be dealing with someone who can be a bit serious at times, who feels a lot but doesn't want to show it, prefers to just keep it within themselves. And see, here's the thing. The problem with this person, if you want to see it as a problem, or just like a quality that they have, is that they think a lot, they feel a lot, okay? They suppress that, especially as their attachment towards you is growing and has grown, okay? So this person has steadily and slowly been attaching to you, imprinting on you over time. But the thing is, you may not be aware of it because they don't make it obvious, okay? For whatever their reasons are, okay? For some of you, this person, this is just who they are, okay? They're deeply thoughtful, but they have a hard time allowing themselves to feel deeply or let those emotions out or express them openly because it makes them feel very vulnerable, okay? But for others of you, there could even be another block for that, right? Like they might be in a situation where they can feel for you a lot, but they're not allowed to express that, especially if there's a third party, okay? That's not for everyone. But overall, this person, why you feel that something feels different is because they are trying right now to deal with the emotional storm that their growing attachment for you is causing within them, okay? And I feel like what it feels like is an elephant in the room, okay? Like both of you may be right now not wanting to talk about it, knowing that there's something there, knowing something is growing, knowing that it has grown, feeling the emotion of it, but it feels like that elephant in the room. It's there, but nobody wants to look at it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Because there is something here. Either there is an external block or it's an internal block in this person where right now it's like they are panicking about the level of closeness and attachment that they are feeling for you. And it's almost like they can't help themselves. Like this person can also be someone who does pull away after intimacy. Like when they feel that they have been very physically or emotionally close to you, maybe they pull away and distance themselves to regulate those emotions. But I feel like the more they have allowed themselves to attach to you, the deeper they've been opening themselves up, kind of almost against their own will. I feel like this person resists the attachment, but they can't help themselves. Over time, they just feel closer and closer to you. So now they are trying to deal with the emotional storm that it's causing within them. Okay, it's kind of like they want it, they allow it, and then it causes an emotional storm. It causes turbulence in them, turmoil. They start to feel deeply affected, and they start to feel some sort of emotional instability inside because it is hard for this person to regulate closeness. Like I'm getting an energy that this person they think about it a lot, and then they're in their head a lot, and it's very hard for them to maintain closeness. Like they want to be close, and then when they come close, it's hard for them to maintain their emotions in that way. So they're always kind of like in this moving forward energy. Like they don't want to stand still. This person may be somebody who shows themselves to be very busy, hardworking, always something going on, always something to do. The reason for that is because they don't want to stand still in their emotions. Okay, they're constantly in a forward motion, and if they stood still, it's like they would have to sit there and feel what they're feeling, and when they feel that emotional storm, they get back to work again. They start like, no, forward, what needs to get done, how do I need to move forward. This is how they are dealing with, but failing to deal with the attachment that is building. Okay, so we're going to go deeper here with your tarot. But if you want clarity, more deeper clarity on what is going on between you and them, something that a general reading is not going to cover, I do offer private readings, both live and on video call and on pre-recorded, where I look directly at your connection and give you clear guidance for your situation. So the link to my private reading menu is in the description box below. The Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, for some of you, there could be some sort of a legal matter, some sort of a rigidity around thought involved. King of Swords, there's that thinker energy again. The Fool, there's that desire for that new beginning. Seven of Wands, resistance. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, definitely. I feel like what is shifting in this person very slowly is that there is something about you. And this is why, again, something in you, I can tell, group one, feels something different in this person. You can feel the wheels are turning. Okay, but again, they don't say anything because we're getting, again, the same energy here. This person needs to appear to be in control. They need to appear to be logical, practical, strategic, working on their own stuff, focusing on their goals, and not getting emotionally attached. This is hard for them. It's almost like there's an active resistance here, where they are trying to keep their defenses up. Seven of Wands. They're trying to keep themselves behind those wands. They're afraid of the attack of deep attachment and love. But the problem is, it's like they're letting it in little by little because they're so resistant, but they're not fully able to not love, right? Like it's like they're loving you little by little, trickle by trickle. They're allowing it because they can't not. Like they can't resist the love. They can't resist the passion. So they're allowing it in, but they're not realizing or starting to realize that even that level of like letting it trickle in is slowly changing them. Okay, and that slow change is challenging their current mindset or challenging the structure that they live in, or both. Okay, take it as it resonates. This is a general reading. So their growing love and attachment for you, their inability to resist that love, and the allowance of it, even in small doses, is threatening their inner peace, and possibly even threatening any kind of other obligation, structure, or responsibility they might have, whether it's a third party, whether it's long distance, family, finances. Okay, so here's the problem this person is having. Central energy is the Fool. The more they are allowing this attachment, the more they're allowing you to get close to them, the more they are starting to see a future. But whatever that future is, it feels like a big risk to them. With the Fool, it's like a totally new life, needing to step off the cliff, not knowing where that cliff can go, being afraid to jump, not having a lot of faith in themselves that they can make it work, because there's still something about this person. They're coming through Page of Pentacles energy. Like, it's like they feel like they're not quite ready for this level. Maybe it's financial. Maybe they feel like they're still kind of, either they could be in school, they could be learning something new, they could be transitioning jobs. They might feel like they're just not ready in life to make a larger offer, but they're also coming through as a bit immature in where they're at, because they are afraid to take that leap. Okay, so let's get some clarification. I'd like to know more about the Fool's energy. What's going on with the Fool, Spirit? Can you please clarify the Fool? The Emperor, see? So again, they are really trying to control, okay? The Emperor is about leadership and control, and somehow this person, at least for where they're at right now in their life, they are trying to control the urge, control the attraction, control the attachment that is moving them forward into making some sort of a life decision about you, okay? Because something about that life decision would require something major to change or shift that they are not prepared to change or shift yet. So what is that Seven of Wands? What is that resistance about? Nine of Pentacles. See, it could be finances as well. So there's something about this person's life that is set up right now in a way that is comfortable to them. Okay, this could be, again, long distance. They might be in a particular location that works for them, particular job that works for them. They might be even in a like third-party situation that works for them because it's a structure, it's safe, even though they're not happy, even though they're not really with that person. It could be a financial agreement. There's something there around finances or the comfort of their current living situation that they feel like they have to protect somehow, whether it's about protecting money or status or their reputation or their like day-to-day routine or their comfort. Okay, so what's going on deeper in that King of Swords energy? What are they thinking? Hierophant again, okay? There is something here, second time. Either this person is legally bound to somebody else, or it's their own beliefs. It's where they're stuck at in their mind that is binding them and holding them back from fully attaching, although the attachment and the love is quite deep, and that's why they're in that emotional storm. So what else? What else can you tell us, Spirit? Awakening, see? They're in the process of that realization, sacred journey. Sacred space. Wow, journey and space. Chaser. Yeah, see? So this person, they're very aware that between you and them, there has been a sacred space that has been created, okay? Through this love, through this connection, through the time that you have spent together, through what you are silently, perhaps even quietly, little by little building together. And I feel like for some of you, this has come after a period of time. Like this has been slow build. But whatever this build has been between the two of you, it is a sacred space. This person sees it as sacred. They deeply value what they have with you. They deeply value what they've created with you. And it has felt like a journey. For some of you, this has been a journey. Maybe some of you started out as friends, co-workers. Maybe some of you started out in a different way. And over time, you just got closer and closer. And that attachment built in this person to the point where it became an emotional storm, to the point where this deep love has turned into an awakening that is threatening whatever structure this person is in right now, whether it is mental, physical, or both. But they are awakening from it. They're awakening from an old way of life because without realizing it, they've been on this journey with you and they've wanted to stay in that journey, but staying in that journey has now created a space for them that feels so good that they want to step into it. Okay. And there's a temptation there. There's a temptation there to chase this new life, but that fool's energy is about not as much chasing as it is like, are you willing to step off the cliff? And I feel like that is the question that they are trying to answer, okay? Trying to answer for themselves, okay? So for many of you, this is not a simple connection. And there are details here that a general reading can only go so far, right? We got to a certain place here. So if you want clarity on what's really going on between you and them and where this is actually going, then I recommend that you book a live or video call, on video call or pre-recorded private reading with me where we can look directly at this connection and give you very clear guidance on what's going on and what you can do in this situation. So the link to my private reading menu is in the description box below. And your advice from Spirit today is after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, and acceptance. Okay. So if you'd like to order a reading or any of the oracle decks that I've created, again, the links are in the box below. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. It's my love oracle. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is career, money, and business oracle. They're available exclusively with free shipping at a great price at Amazon.com. Everything in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. Two that chose this fairy, the manifestation fairy, with this crystal right here, as well as Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Leo. Okay, let's see. What are their feelings for you, group 2? Let's start here with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end because we will also be getting advice and guidance from Spirit for you for today's reading. Happy family. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. Letting go, learn to let go. Co-create. Okay. So I feel like this person right now is really struggling with letting go of certain things that are holding them back. Now, it can be limiting beliefs. It can be fear of intimacy because we are getting like a very kind of fiery, sensual, intimate kind of bonding energy here. I feel like this person struggles also to co-create. It's like they struggle to be in intimacy and relationship, even though ideally they want the happiness of being together. Okay? So it's like, I feel like what's going on with this person is that they absolutely want connection. They want to feel love. They want to feel satisfaction. So in their mind, they carry around this ideal of a happy family. It's a very ideal image, but it's almost like it lives in their mind as this fantasy. And they talk about it, they dream about it, they think about it, but they struggle to actually manifest or create it. And that's what's so interesting because we have the manifestation fairy here as your main card. So I just feel like this person lives with a particular gap between what they think they want or what they think they've always wanted versus what they actually have the ability or the capacity to create in their own lives. And I think part of the reason why they struggle with this is because they most likely did not come from a family that they feel was very happy. Okay, they may have struggled with experiencing happiness in their family situation, whatever that situation was. So I feel like this person may have been raised either, by a single parent or struggling parents or caregivers that couldn't truly be there for them. And so they always had this ideal in their mind of what a family should be, or what the relationship would be. Even if the kids aren't there, what is the relationship between the couple? And that was always an ideal for them that they always wanted. But there's parts of them that maybe that they haven't let go of or healed from, right? Letting go, learning to let go. There's things in that trauma or things in that past that they haven't fully let go in order to even allow themselves to be in that bonding intimacy. So, it's like dealing with somebody who sees a happy union or a happy couple as an ideal, but doesn't know how to actually live in that. Doesn't know, sees it more like a movie rather than being able to create that or live in that in their daily life, right? Because there's a sense of like they love to bond and be intimate and be close, but then they struggle to maintain themselves within that, okay? And that's why I feel we're getting this energy of co-creation. It's like they want to co-create with you. They do want to be a partner. They do want to show up for you. They want to be there for you. They struggle with the follow through, okay? So this person, you might be experiencing them right now, and what may feel different, right? Different about them is that their intention is good. They want this connection. They want to get closer. They want to connect and be intimate and bond and be sensual. And they might be very good at the passion part. They might be very good at physical intimacy. But where they tend to hit a wall is when they try to get into the emotional part, where they try to show up to build or create something together as a partner, not just someone who feels something for you, not just someone who wants to spend time with you or be intimate with you, but someone who wants to actually grow something. So I feel like there is this sense of what's different in them is that up till now they were okay with just feeling those things in their life, and then now there's something about you or the way this connection is going that is making them want to actually create something. I feel like this person deals with either feeling something and leaving it there, or going into, because I feel something, I want to create something. But wanting to create something real, a real relationship, requires letting go of certain things from their past, or letting go of limitation. Okay, let's go deeper on what else is in their feelings for you. So this is a general reading, right? So it's not going to cover everything that's going on between you and your person. So if you want clarity on what's really going on deeper between you and them, I offer private readings, both live on video call and pre-recorded, where I look directly at your connection and give you clear guidance. So the link to my private reading menu is in the description box below. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely you're going places. Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. The Magician. See? This is so interesting because what did I say before? It's like the gap between desiring and wanting versus having the skills or the ability to create or co-create. See, you have everything you need to do anything you want. Page of Pentacles. See, we got a lot of like page energy. When life gives you lemons, make enchanted lemonade. Eight of Wands, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Okay. So we're definitely getting energy here around a sense of still learning, okay? Limited capacity. Still being in a growth stage where this person has definitely some growing up to do, some expansion, some healing, some learning to do in order to come forward into a real co-creation and a real partnership with you. That's why we get a lot of energy from this co-create card. And I feel like what's different, what is shifting in this person is that their attraction to you, they're wanting to be with you. Your presence in their life is making them feel something different than what they're used to feeling. Okay. And it's putting some sort of a fire. And that's what this light of fire, see, light a fire underneath you. It's kind of giving them the urgency, lighting the fire within them to want something more than what they have attempted or, had before, right? So there is an urgency around that Eight of Wands, wanting more, wanting to have the skill to do it, but still being a little slow. Knight of Pentacles, very slow movement forward. This is somebody who doesn't just jump into things, doesn't come forward quickly. And it's interesting how we start there and then we go this way and we end up at the Eight of Wands, which is actually faster movement. So if there's this sense of this person, their energy progressing from, okay, I am slow moving, I don't jump into things very quickly, I take time to move forward. It's like there's certain things that they wish to tell you, but maybe they haven't fully explained that. There's something in their energy that is kind of very much in this, I'm still kind of not at the most mature phase in my life. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. There's things I'm not telling you. There are things that I'm a little embarrassed about that I may be holding back at this time. This person may not feel fully stable in their financial life. They might not feel fully stable in their work life. And that also kind of leads to this sense of like, how am I going to build a family? If that's the stage you guys are at, or just have family between the two of you, like build something solid between the two of you. So there's this energy that I do like though, because the central energy here is the Magician. So it shows us, group 2, that they have a desire for something better. They have a desire to learn, to have something better, to create the skills of real intimacy, or create the skills that you need to actually create a happy family, whether it's just between the two of you, whether you want to start a family, or whether you already have kids from a previous relationship. They want to have that skill to be something more, but they are very much with this Page energy kind of sitting in some limitation, sitting in a space where growth is necessary, where they're not quite there yet. Okay, so let's get some clarification on what is going on with that Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay, so they feel like they need to either acquire some sort of a plan, some sort of a strategy. It could be work related. It could be, financial strategy to move forward into a more of a boss mindset, or more of like not literally a boss, but that idea that, okay, I am growing into being in a very superior position. I'm thinking clearly, I'm strategizing, I have goals, and I'm working towards them. Okay, but they don't feel like that's where they're at exactly right now. What about the Magician? What's going on with that desire to create? Hangman, see? So they go back and forth. This is the thing. They know that they haven't fully stepped into that Magician's energy because the desire is there, but maybe the execution is not. Like they're not, they kind of go back and forth, and then they end up in paralysis, or they end up like frozen in that Hangman's energy. Should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? So this is the thing, this person stalls, okay? This person, it's like something is shifting within them where they do want to move forward with you, and then they stall back again. What about that Page of Swords? Anything they wish to communicate that they're holding back? Knight of Swords. See? So again, it's like the desire is there for a faster progression. The desire is there to move faster, but the Knight of Swords is not a trustworthy energy. It's very much, I can come towards you quickly, but I can also run away from you quickly. Okay, so you see how there's a lot of a push-pull energy with this person. The desire is what is different, so you might be feeling that within them, but again, the execution is spotty. Okay, what else can you tell us, Spirit? Surrender, detach, trust, and free fall. Ego, fear, there you go. Deception, okay, yeah. So this person, there's something within this person. It's like they know they want to. It's not that they don't want to. They do wish to surrender to their heart. I mean, they do wish to follow their heart when it comes to you. They do struggle with that. But part of what is going on here is that their ego and their fear in this current energy may be overriding the action that it would take, the steps that it would take to let go of their past, let go of their limitations, let go of their fears and their fear of failure. And there's a point of self-deception here as well. Okay, it's like they try to talk themselves out of it, then they try to talk themselves into it, and it's a back and forth, and that's where we got that hangman. Okay, so there's just things that this person is really stalling on. It's letting them get themselves down, but the desire to do something about it is definitely growing. Okay, so that's why for many of you, this is not a simple connection. And there are definitely details here that are unique to you and them, okay, that this reading is not covering. So if you want clarity on what's really going on between you and them, where this is actually going, also what you can do in this situation, then I recommend that you order a live reading or a video recorded reading with me so we can look at it closely and get you clear guidance. The link to my reading menu is in the box below, and your advice from Spirit is the sacred union, beloved within inner and outer relationships. Okay, so you do have a sacred union in your energy. So if you'd also like to order any of the oracle decks that I've created, Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here, my love deck. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the business, money, career. They are also available exclusively Amazon.com with free shipping at a great price. All the links are below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like, and it really helps me in the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. Group 3 that chose the Time Fairy, and this crystal right here, as well as Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. What are their feelings for you? And what is different? So let's start here with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end because we'll also be getting advice from Spirit. Ooh, man holding a heart. Divine Feminine, yin and feminine energy. Ooh, look, we have a masculine and feminine right here. Epiphany, seek clarity. Observer. Okay. So this person, yeah. Look at this. We were thinking, what is different? What are you feeling that has shifted here? There's an epiphany. This person's eyes are opening. They're starting to see things from their observations. I feel like this person is somebody who has been wanting you or watching you for a long time. Okay. Maybe from a distance initially. Maybe, you know, they've had their eye on you for quite some time now, but you didn't know it. This could be somebody who could be long distance even, you know, doesn't have to be. Or they could be somebody who's observing you from proximity, as in like, you know, that you might be in their environment. Maybe you're at the same company, same job, similar, you know, situations. Maybe you're at the gym. Maybe you go to the same places. Maybe they've been watching you somewhere, right? And being very attracted to you and wanting to get closer to you. Okay. And maybe that's how this has started. And something has grown in this person. I feel like they see you as a divine counterpart. Okay, they may not have that actual wording. They may not sit there and say, oh, you're my divine counterpart, but that's the energy that they get. Okay, there's something energetically that this person feels a thread, like they feel this like very like flowing yin yang energy. They feel that you complement them in some way. You don't clash with them. There seems to be this complementary feeling. So it's like when they're around you, they feel more at ease in your presence. There's something about your presence that calms this person. Okay. There's something about who you are that makes them want to hold their heart in their hand and come towards you to give you their heart. Okay. But they are shy about it. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is a bit shy and a bit more reserved. Okay. Because I get that energy from this card right here. Again, they may not even have talked to you very quickly. They may have been observing for some time. They may still be observing now and they're still kind of shy and quiet. You may not know where you stand with this person, okay? Like you can feel that they're attracted to you. I feel like for some of you, I'm getting a very specific message. If you are in the same environment with this person every day or often, like say you work in similar places, you work in the same place, or they pass by where you work, or you go to the same gym, you're in the same club, something. It's like you have felt an energy from this person. You see them looking at you, okay? You probably even have noticed that they stare at you or they try not to stare at you, okay? And that's because they feel drawn to you and they almost don't even know how to explain that draw, okay? So that's how this all began for them, and it is becoming more and more clear, okay? So this person, as they are getting to know you, the epiphany, the clarity is coming, like, because there's somebody who doesn't open up easily or quickly. There's somebody who may be shy and a little bit more quiet because they first have to observe, see, notice, and get to know you at a deeper level. So I feel like on the outside, they were very attracted to you in terms of how you look and what your energy is and how they feel around you, but they didn't say anything or haven't said anything as deeply quite yet or want to go in that direction until they actually got to know the inside. Because I think on the outside they were very attracted to you, but they may have come to this with the idea that, okay, I've had a crush on you for a long time. You intrigue me, but I didn't know that if I actually spoke to you, would we get along? Like, would we even be compatible, or is this just my crush, and it's meaningless because, you and I are not similar. But I feel like this person is slowly figuring out that it's not just that they have a crush, that the more they are talking to you or have talked to you, the closer they've gotten, they realize, wait a second, there's connection here too. It's not just crush, it's connection. So that is what is slowly shifting and changing and, moving in this person, and has led them to greater and more clarity about you and the situation itself, right? But again, this person is very kind of slow moving observer. They need to see things. They need to process things. They move in a more measured way. Okay, let's go deeper on what else is going on in their feelings for you. So If you want more clarity, because this is a general reading, it's not going to cover everything in your situation, but if you want to know what's really going on between you and them, then I suggest you do a live personal reading with me or a video recorded one where I can look directly at your connection, your person and you, and give you clear guidance, okay? So the link to my reading menu is in the box below. The world. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to put something over this because there's stuff here that on the image that YouTube doesn't want people to see. King of Pentacles, the Moon, Ten of Cups, Death. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this person, they're somebody who really wants to be stable, okay? They want stability. They really do want happiness, peace, but they might be dealing with some sort of ending that has really weighed upon them, okay? So you might be dealing with somebody here who has, you know, recently, in their mind, it might be recent, and it could be months, it could be a year, but they might have recently gone through a breakup or a divorce, or maybe something that they really valued has ended, okay? And that was difficult for them. So they might be, because we're getting the moon's energy here as the central energy, so they might be in a place where it's like they're not quite clear on their direction, but what they're feeling for you is strong, right? But the moon's energy shows us that there's an obscurity going on, and I'm feeling that it's coming from this Death card. So something here, and you know, it could even be something literal, like they might be dealing with the death of a close family member. They could be dealing with the, you know, an actual death, like somebody died, something has disrupted their emotions, they're healing from it. So either it's the death of a loved one, it is the end of a relationship, a connection, something else that has become a point of healing that needs to happen for this person, okay, before they can fully move on. And that is another reason why I'm not surprised this came up, because from this energy we were getting the sense of them being like you know, taking their time and observing you from a distance and getting to know you slowly, because they're not, it doesn't seem that they are ready to jump into something right away, okay, or to come forward in some sort of a quick way, because they do very much want Ten of Cups, and they wish to be a solid person within that. But I'm getting the energy that this is still something they're working towards, not something that they are embodying and being today. Okay, so this is kind of the ideal of what they would want. But with the moon being here as the central energy, it's not something that is clearly there for them right now, because again, the world is a completion card, you know, it's a completion card. So they might be restructuring their world right now. Okay, they might be in a place where their world may, in their mind, like what their world means to them, like something important in their world, whether somebody died, whether something ended, something left their life, their world needs to be restructured. They're like in the process of recreating their world in a way that is more stable. So I feel like what is changing in them is that, like, they are trying to shift into a, okay, I'm getting on my feet again. I'm getting back to a good place again. I'm rebuilding again, right? And so that's why right now they might be very focused on that world energy. Like, okay, I got to stabilize myself. Things are not exactly clear yet. Things aren't exactly stable in my life, even though my greater goal is to have Ten of Cups and be in this King of Pentacles energy, which is stability and happiness and being part of a happy couple, okay, in a relationship. So let's get some clarification. What's going on here with the Death card? Five of Cups, yeah. See, there's something here very sad, despairing, a loss, grief, Okay, so there's something here that they are still healing from. Okay, and it's just been confirmed with the Death and the Five of Cups. Okay, I was going to say the Moon here. Please clarify the Moon, and we're getting the Devil's energy. So again, something here was difficult. Something here is still binding them. Okay, so sometimes the grief over a loss, the grief over a breakup. For some of you, if this person has broken up with somebody, there could be some, there could be this sense of like, okay, this person was toxic, but it was a toxic attachment that is still hard to get over, right? And that might be why they want to get out of that Devil's energy and be more in the stable energies here. Okay, but again, it's something that's aspirational, something they're heading towards. So what's going on with their world right now? Oh, this one fell out. 10 of Cups there again. So see, they want their world to be happy again. That's what they're seeking. Some sort of happiness and stability to come back to their world. What more can you tell us? Timing, see? Yeah, transformation. Memories, yeah, see? And okay, so yes, it's same thing. I feel like Spirit is just confirming what we already see here. There's definitely a timing around this person becoming ready, wanting to move forward, being able to move forward. There's a timing. See, whenever we get the Travel card, it can have different energies. For some of you, maybe this person lives long distance from you and they need to travel to see you, or they need to decide whether they want to move. Maybe something has ended in their life with that Death card. It could be the end of a job. It could be the end of an era in their life. It could be the end of a relationship that's making it free for them to move. Maybe there's been death in the family that frees them up to change their location. But there's something here for some of you about this person now deciding what is next for them, okay? And not being clear on what exactly is next, trying to figure out in timing, like, should they come closer to you? Should they do something else? Where is their life taking them? Is it partly because of finances, right? So it seems to me there's an energy here of this person's life still being decided in terms of their next chapter. And that next chapter, it includes you and the love that they want to create, but it's going to require some change and transformation from where they're at right now. Okay, because see, again, we're getting something tied to the past, memories of someone or something, okay, that is still haunting them, that is still something they need to heal from, right? But the encouraging part is that there is a connection here with this divine feminine and the divine masculine holding a hand, holding the heart in his hand. There is a flowing connection here that is there. I think this person's outside life and their internal world, when it comes to something they're grieving, something they're still remembering, is still in flux. It is still resolving itself. And that's why there's a timing around this, okay? But I love the Travel card because it also indicates movement, okay? So for many of you, this is not simple, right? There's things going on here, and there are details here that we can't fully cover in a general reading. So if you want clarity on what's really going on between you and them, and where this is actually going, as well as what you can do in this situation, then I recommend that you do the live reading or the video recorded private reading with me so we can get into that. The link to my reading menu is in the box below. And your advice from Spirit, the Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness untamed. Ooh, do it your way. I love that. Also, if you'd like to order any of the Oracle decks that I've created, Twin Flame Oracle is my love Oracle right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is my business, money, and career deck. They're available exclusively with free shipping at Amazon, and they are a great price. So again, all of the links in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. It really helps me and the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one.